Hey, everyone. Happy Thursday night. This is Lisa Harden coming to you live from the Stamping Zoo. I am so happy to be here tonight. And I just saw you on Monday, or I saw some of you on Monday. So if you were here on Monday, thank you so much for watching. I will recap the cards we made. They were all about Christmas. We're just thinking about Christmas, right? Oh, because it's kind of like Christmas because the catalog went live yesterday. We could share it now. Oh, I'm so excited. All right. So as you are coming in, please say hello. Let me know you're here. And as well as if you are new, tell me where you're from. I would love to chat more with you. And we'll be doing that because it is Stamp and Chat after all, right? Hello, Jean. Thank you so much. Roz is in the house and has shared already. Thank you. And there's Sherry coming in. Hello, Sherry. I think I've caught you the last couple times. It's nice to have you here. And there is Nicole. Hello, Nicole. You're in Connecticut. All right. Very cool. So do you have the are the leaves changing yet? I don't know what the weather in Connecticut is like right now. In Idaho, where I am, it's starting to get really nice. Only the high is only about 80. Starting to get in the 60s, low 60s in the morning. So I love that. It's so fun. Ross says, hello, all you crafty friends. And thank you, Jean, for sharing. You remind me to please ask all of you if you are enjoying this, if you're having some fun, getting some good tips and tricks, and overall learning about Stampin' Up and Stampin' in general. Please be so kind to share this video over to your other social media sites. It helps me more than you know. I've been doing a little, I'm in a group for the next couple of weeks, and we've been talking about algorithms and how Facebook tries to trick you or encourage you just simply based on what your posts look like. And one of the bottom line takeaways that I took from that was that all of you sharing helps me more than you know, right? And it is very helpful to getting those views up and letting more people learn about the Stamping Zoo. Why not? Hello, Alicia. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you're feeling a little bit better. Nicole says it's in the 90s in the past few days. No leaf changes yet. Nope, probably still too warm. I don't want to rush it, right? We want to savor fall. I love fall so much. I am a Stampin' Up! Independent or an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. One of the things that means is that I sell all of the products I'll be using tonight, as well as thousands more. They are contained in our annual catalog. Getting some glare there, aren't we? In our new mini catalog and in our online exclusives. And we also have a clearance rack. So please take a look at those things. I will mention some of the online exclusives, etc. The best place to learn all about the zoo news, besides here, of course, is by simply following me and receiving an email from me periodically. I do not bombard you every day, I promise. And you just sign up very easily by jumping over to thestampingzoo.com. And there's a purple pop-up box that will ask you if you want to get zoo news. You say yes, of course. Sign up there, and then away we go. That is where you will get links to all of my classes and events, whether they are online or in person. You will get, I'll definitely tell you when things go live. I'll tell you about special deals that are going on for the Stamping Zoo or for Stampin' Up! In general. So I would love it if you would jump on over there and follow. I even give you free printables sometimes of tutorials. So hello, everyone. I've got a Kathy Sanford. Kathy Sanford. I think I saw you earlier this week, too. Nice to have you back in. Ooh, Jean says 60s and 70s are coming her way. Excellent. You're a little north of most of us, so good for you. Enjoy it. Okay, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and jump on here. Bring my desk in, and I realize I'm already here. Hello, I'm already here. My lighting is, my lighting technician didn't come to work today. So embarrassing. So let's just jump over to the desk here because this is the fun stuff, isn't it? I can open this now. Oh my gosh. We're going to be talking about things in here. It's so Beautiful. If you don't have your own copy already, please, again, uh, if you look in the details of this uh, live, sorry, if you look at the details of this post, you will see a link to sign up for catalogs. I send out both catalogs at all times of the year, as long as you live in the United States. And as long as you're not working with another demonstrator, I would love to send you the catalogs. You just simply need to sign up and they'll be out the door. Okay. So, no, not last week, but Monday, I made this card. Look familiar? Yes. With a few changes, very few. I added the circle, but so we made this on Monday, right? Because we were feeling a little Christmassy. And then I made this. And I love it. I love the word Noel and of course all those things. And now I can show you that this comes from our Joy of Christmas suite. I call it a super suite because, well, it's super, but also because it has two stamp sets and bundles. Okay. So if you go over to page 28 in your catalog, you will see all this beautiful inspiration. Mm, that's why you have to have the catalog. It's as much of an inspiration as it is an ordering book. So this entire selection is still available, I believe, in the US, in the North America market, Canada too. And if you see down here, you can see this on the left-hand side, it says Suite Collection right here, 161983, $141 US. And what that means is if you like everything that's in the suite, you can order one of everything simply by using this one order number. Okay. Otherwise, you can order all the pieces and parts with all of their own separate orders. You can order stamp sets separate from their die sets. But please remember that when they are new, which all of these stamp sets are new, if they are bundled with a punch or dies, you save 10% if you purchase them at the same time. So please remember that. Lots of beautiful products in here. So yes, that's what I used for this and for this. So if you like this traditional, eye-catching kind of look, then this is the suite for you. Okay, Joy of Christmas. I like it all. So I like to be traditional, but then I also like merry and bright, which has lots of pops of melon mambo, and lots of you mentioned that you were looking forward to working with the Oh Holy Night suite. This has a Night Divine bundle and a Stars at Night bundle. Donna Gray worked with this several times, and so that's where I really started to love it. So if you haven't checked out Donna Gray, she is an independent demonstrator in Australia, and she does a lot of great things. And so anyway, some of you, Cindy told me she had to have the snowy owls. And think how interesting that is. No, it's called winter owls. Sorry. I'm sure I made the snowy owl part up. But you can make a snowy owl with the stamp set. So anyway, as we are chatting tonight, put in the comments what your must have was. If you've already placed an order, please let me know what was at the top of your list. And if you are still forming your order, please let me know what it is that you can't wait to get your hands on. Okay. Please also know you can ask me questions about any of the products, right? And if you have any questions for me that you want to make sure that I see, then private message me. But I am going to go through the comments tonight. And so I'm really happy to do that. I also want you to know we are going to be working with Pick of the Patch tonight. It's so cute. It can be cute and it can be like just a ton, no, not cute. But you know what I mean. You can make it cute or you can make it ugly. Look how versatile it is. And anyway, it has this great punch that punches out two of the pumpkins, a leaf, and the stem. And you could probably figure out making other images with this. You know, you know how people do. They turn it around and make other little images. This immediately looks like the ghost out of Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man to me. So you can take that idea and run with it. Let me see who else I've got on here. Oh, Kathy Strang, hello. So nice to see you. Kathy, it seems like you've just been jetting all over the Midwest this summer. So you're bringing it on home now for a little bit of fall crafting. Good. Good job. All right. So, anyway, look at all of these cute images in this stamp set. All of these, whenever you see an image that's completely solid like this, just keep in mind that it's going to be any color you want it to be. So, like, here's my little jack o' lantern. Isn't it awesome? That is pumpkin pie, of course. It wasn't a stretch. And early espresso. So, we will be creating two cards. Hopefully, I have things a lot more organized than I did last Thursday. I wasn't running all over the valley right before I came live like I was last week. So hello, Della, also from North Dakota, and thank you for sharing. I appreciate that so much. So just so you know, I do definitely appreciate that you share just for sharing's sake, right? But I have a promotion that's called You Share, I Share. So if you're willing to share with your friends and social media friends that I'm live, and I am more than happy to share with you. And actually, tonight, so I was 2 minutes late. I think I was really trying to not be late, but I decided that you wanted me to put all the names together for the drawing. So when you share, and then you come back and post shared in these comments, like everyone is doing tonight, then I put your name into a drawing for the next week. Well, since I came on live, I usually only do that for my Thursday lives, but all of you, there were like so many shares from Monday that I went ahead and I added those to the drawing. So whether you shared last Thursday or this Monday, I put you in. And Mara says she shared before I even said it. Good job, Mara. And so I just want you to know that you'll see some names twice because some people shared both. Okay. It's just a little extra. But here's what we're drawing for. Are you ready? I was in a mood, right? And so I'm going to give away this brand new year to celebrate stamp set. Doesn't that look fun? All these little, I don't know what they're called. You know, that was a dead ringer, wasn't it? Anyway, look at all the different, so like I was saying about the pumpkins, look at all the different colors you can make this. And then it has Happy New Year, Happy Birthday to you, and congrats. Let's party. This is going to be a really fun stamp set. So I'm really excited to give this away tonight. And we will be doing that a little later on. Probably won't wait until the very end. We'll take a little break. We'll do a prize break. Okay. Hello, Corinne. Thank you for saying or thank you for sharing. And Corinne, you're on the list twice. So good luck. Good luck to everyone. And I do take you off the list for 2 weeks, for the 2 weeks after you've won a prize. Okay, so Mary Ellen and Jenny were kind enough to share, even though they're not technically qualified for this week, but I believe they'll be back on for next week, or one of them will be, Jenny will be. So, anyway, just so you know, in case you're thinking, well, I shared, but I don't see my name on there. Also, I am not perfect at this, and I literally have to go through the comments and look for the word shared. So I go through a couple of times to make sure that I get everyone, but I'm sure I've missed somebody once or twice before. So for that, I apologize because you're all really important to me. Okay, so back to pick of the patch. Why don't we just jump in and start making the card, and then we'll talk about other products, etc. as we go along. Okay, so I have done a little bit of the work, but again, I want you to stop and ask questions, post them here. If you have any further questions for me, like where did you get that paper? Why are you doing this? What adhesive are you using? Stuff like that. Okay, you can see already I'm using some fun colors. So I chose Designer Series paper in crushed curry and pumpkin pie. Thank you for sharing, KZ. Hello, Jeanne. And I just thought we would really just repeat these colors over and over with a little bit of crumb cake. All right, I did get this card started, and I don't have an example. So some of us, we're just going to play. All right. So here's one. This is not in the punch. This is, but You can cut this out. Even if I cut it out, you can do it. And so just use your very handy little paper snips. They are excellent. They're so excellent that they are not orderable again until I believe the week of the 11th. So it's all right. It's just next week. But don't be without your paper snips. They're essential. All right, now I just gathered up. This is a wavy trim. Wavy trim is having its moment. It's in the annual catalog, right? But it's coming into its own because it's very much something that you can use in the autumn. And then I also grabbed just a little piece of the silver trim from the silver and gold, no, gold, sorry, from the silver and gold um, combo pack. So, yeah. Oh, thanks, Corinne. I do my very best. I invest the most I can with my prizes, and it's a very important part of my business. It really is, and I enjoy it, and it's fun. So, as long as you guys share, I share, and even when it's a slow week, I don't penalize because I'm grateful. But I love it when it's not a slow week, if you know what I'm saying. So I think the all-time high number of shares is 22. So we're always trying to get over that. Let's see, Monday, I think it was 16. Last week, it was only 11, but that's okay because I value those 11. Okay. I value every one of you. So, all right. This looks very unfamiliar, doesn't it? Well, it's because we have something new. And you know what? If you follow my email, or if you're on my email list, you know about this. Some of you, well, you might all know about it. I don't know, but I didn't. It was a little hard to find. This is brand new. It's called the Heartfelt Hexagon bundle. Okay, look at it. Isn't it gorgeous? Let's just take a minute and look at all of these. So this reminds me of, I don't remember the other punch we have. It's kind of like a bubble, and it had some stamps that echoed the shape so you can punch them out. And this is going to be so much fun. And I had to use the punch tonight. Hello, Trish. Ooh, she's saying her gotta haves is a toss up between the magical meadows and the translucent florals. Nice choice. And Trish, just an FYI, there's some online exclusive papers that just dropped yesterday too. And there's some translucent florals, DSP, that coordinate with the dyes. Sorry, the dyes. I don't know what I was trying to say, but they coordinate with the dyes. So you might want to check that paper out. It is stunning. Okay, so back to Heartfelt Hexagon. Please think about this. Keep it on your list, right? Because it's going to be fun. You can see it has all sorts of cool. Let's Eat Cake can definitely go for lots of things, right? With sincere sympathy, very nice to have that. A Mr. and Mrs. I hope your day is filled with joy. That could be birthday or a wedding card. Sending you lots of love and hugs. That's for anything for you, for anything. And then, like I said, these two really fun. Well, instead of me just chatting about them, let me just get one out. Okay, let me get one out here. Let's do this one is slightly more decorative. This will be good anyway. Okay, so polymer, we love it, right? Okay, with this one it has the thin lines. If I try to put this on the block, that's an exaggeration, but I'm going to bend it out of shape. And then when I go to punch it, it won't work. It won't be the right shape. So I'm putting it face down on my grid paper there. And then I'm putting the block on top of it. And that way it's the shape that it's supposed to be. It's natural shape, right? Okay, so then just quickly, let me grab some different paper. And let's see here. I love pecan pie. I know you guys are sick of hearing me say that, but I love it. And I like this probably more than the actual pie. And that's odd for me because I do love pie. But pecan pie, it's a lot. It's kind of cloying. but I'll eat it. Don't get me wrong. I just said I like the cardstock more than the pie. That's all. I didn't say I didn't like the pie. I am using my paper piercing mat underneath. Okay. Just to get a good image. Sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't, but more often than not, I need it. Okay. And then very easily we can just go around this stamped border and then look at this. A very cute label. And look at this. It's still a cute label, right? It's nice portrait, it's nice landscape. So please keep this one in mind. Again, it is the heartfelt hexagon. I don't know the bundle item number, but again, if you get my emails, it's in there. Okay. If not, simply type it into the search bar, heartfelt. It's the only thing that comes up. Okay. Yes. And KZ says she loves the tartan DSP. It is very pretty. And I believe it's two-sided. Yes, I think it is. So I know, Jeanne, I love this shape too. A hexagon, but with soft edges. So I think that's why it got me, right? It was a heartfelt. It wasn't a modern hexagon. It's a heartfelt hexagon. Okay, so that's where that comes from. And I just cut it. I'm going to use it as a background piece to kind of gather some of these pumpkins together. And I just cut it in crumb cake. Okay. So let me put this back behind me for now. If I'm looking for that later, remind me. It's behind you. Yeah. Okay. Kathleen says, yes, it is double-sided. Ooh, chocolate pecan pie. I've not had that. I might need to because I could see how the bitter of chocolate would help to offset that pecan pie part. Okay, so as I said, we are just using some beautiful papers. Let me grab this out of there for right now. Don't need that right this minute. And I have some a Cajun Craze card base. Okay, Cajun, no, crushed curry. Sorry, it is the season of Cajun Craze, but it's also the season of crushed curry. Okay, so crushed curry in the background, a full sheet of DSP, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I think I got that straight. Oh, I did. Lucked out. And then I have another piece that we are just going to kind of work with on the front here for a minute. I cut this at 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. It's a little piece of pumpkin pie. And then I took these papers. And again, this is from our designer series packs of paper that you can purchase by the color family. Okay, these are two different color families, Brights and Regals, I think. The fall colors. Okay, so then I cut 5 of these strips that are also 5 inches long and 3/4 of an inch wide. No, these are 4 3/4. This thing is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Okay, and then these are 4 3/4 long. So same as the piece behind it. And I just thought, no, I didn't make this up. Let me show you the card that inspired me. It is not in the pick of the patch, but I will show you where that is. And it's right near Modern Garden. And that's what ended up inspiring me. I was just kind of turning the pages. So one moment, please. Oh, it's called Garden Walk. Okay, this is the example that I was inspired by. So at the end, we will look at it and you can tell me if if we met the mark, right? Okay. See you later, KZ. Oh my gosh. That sounds so fun. A 3-day crop. Just going to a 3-day crop, y'all. Have fun. Okay, and then here's pick of the patch. All right, this is what we're using. It is $38.50 for the bundle, and I mean, I think you're going to want the bundle. The stamp set itself is $21, so it's very cute. Look what they did here with all of these colors, and there's this great little textural stamp in there. So we'll try and use just as many as we can. All right, so that was where I kind of took my design. Of course, I'm using different colors. And I am just going to, I cut 5 strips and we're just going to stagger these because this is not going to be, this is meant to look a little messy, just a little. I can't do overly messy. And since our these great papers are double-sided, I am going to, of course, do a little flippity flip and see what we can make here. No, I want another one. I might only want a couple that have those wide stripes. Then I'm gonna like take this one off there and at least one more down here. Now what? I must have come up short. I mean, I must have spaced it too wide. That's okay. We are going to figure it out. I said I wanted it messy. Okay. And that. And then this guy, let me see my paper. So I'm going to angle it. And so I don't think so. Let's see. Could we do a little bit? It's too much. Let me see how it looks if I cut this one a different, slightly little. Darcy. She's watching while she's working. Shh. That's just fine. You have my approval, Darcy. I mean, it's not like you're crafty, right? It's okay. Okay. So we're gonna sneak this one up on the top. Or no, I don't like the even number. Um, even numbers are gonna throw me off. I'd rather have this be a little bit bigger. All right. And then let's put this one here. Okay. And then let's take this whole mishmash. Right? We promise not to tell unless your boss watches. Do you think your boss is a fan of the Stamping Zoo? I bet they are. Well, then it's probably okay. All right. So I'm going to pop this layer up on dimensionals. Okay. We are going to get a little bit of textural interest with these strips being kind of rough cut. And then we're going to get more textural interest by using a little combination of ribbons and trims. We'll probably add more than that. Those were just the initial ones that I was thinking of. And let's go ahead and center this because it looks, I mean, left to right, center it left to right. Looks way kooky. So I'll give it a little bit of a chance. Thank you for sharing, Jeanne. Thank you so much. I wonder if we're going to have over 21 shares tonight. Oh my gosh. Onward and upward. Okay. Ooh, we could use this little strip in here. I didn't cut an insert yet, or if I did, I punched out of it. I'm notorious for doing that. So yeah, it's okay. All right. And then we're going to have a grouping over here with this little label, right? The heartfelt hexagon. Now we're doing that. I'm doing that because if I didn't, all these little pumpkins would just get lost. I want something to make them a cohesive image, even though they're all sorts of little pieces and parts. Okay. So with the inspiration card, they use the modern oval punch. But we are going to use the heartfelt hexagon, and I'm going to place it over there. I'm going to dry fit these on here just to see how we might like it. And we want a variety of shapes, right, and colors. I might put one of the pecan pie in the background. And I had all the shapes in the colors. So maybe we want this little squash looking thing, which I guess, oh, I almost immediately love this. Okay. Don't get excited, Lisa. Don't get overexcited. It's not finished yet. And then I pulled in garden green. Hello, Marcia. It's okay that you're late. So many lives are on tonight. Well, I'm glad that we've already established that Thursday is the night of the Stamping Zoo, right? But you know what? Lives are so fun. I love them. I was watching stuff myself. So I'm a student and a teacher. Hello, Joan. Very nice to see you. I'm so glad you're here. And Joan is a day ahead of us. So she's been watching, she's had the catalog's been live an extra day for her. Always a little jealous of you guys. You go you go live a day earlier. Okay, I'm loving this garden green. It's very cute. What do you guys think? Oh, well, let me bring it even closer. What do you guys think? How do you think it's shaping up? Now we are going to, in addition, I'm going to have this on here somewhere, probably off centered, like a little tag or something. But then we're also going to bring some of these in, and I can tell right now that I want more of the ribbons, twines, etc. So one moment here. And while I'm grabbing this stuff, did you guys see my little post earlier today? It mentioned that there were like three little things about the catalog. It mentioned that blending brushes were the most used color tool, I believe, in the mini catalog. It mentioned that, um, well, it mentioned three things, and I can remember one. Maybe you guys can remind me of the other two. Shoot, I drew a total blank. Okay, there's been something I've been wanting to do with this ribbon, and we're going to take it apart, and it'll be really cool. This is, oh goodness, this was like slightly popular. Yes, it is part of a combo pack that has the copper ribbon, and my goodness, it's unavailable right now. We'll be back next week or the week after. But you know what? That's okay. We have lots of other things. So we do have some Calypso coral ribbon, but I don't want to add that in. Oh, you know what? I do have a touch of garden green. We might end up putting some garden green in. This is a combo pack that's in the annual catalog. It's a real red and garden green. So, yeah, I think we'll end up putting that in there because we want more than just the stems. Usually, if I'm using a color, I want to use it more than once. I don't have to use it a million times, but I feel like I want to use it more than once in the design. Okay, and we have lots of in the essentials, Baker's Twine Essentials pack. Oh, this was the most used twine or ribbon was the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. And if you order it, it will not be beautifully packaged like this. It'll be all in a row, really boring. But that just means I use it a lot. Okay, now let's get back to building our texture. Oh, hold it. It's almost going to mess up our beautiful design we made. Okay, I'm taking my repositionable tape, right? And I'm going to just put it across those little punkies. And I'm going to try and pick up this stem too, because I'm just feeling totally lazy. And then I'm going to peel these off like that. And then we're going to essentially treat them like one big sticker and put it on this. I'm not finished with that yet. Yeah, you know what, Jean? I think I like the intensity of cherry cobbler as well. But you know, real red doesn't hurt my feelings, and it's definitely eye catching. In fact, I was talking with Anne Marie Heil today, and we were having a little bit of a laugh because this has never happened to me before. But when I opened my package and I overnighted it, and it probably was a really good idea. When I opened my package, one of my re-inkers, the lid didn't get on it quite right, and it was open right in the middle of my package. Oh gosh. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking the bound edge off of this. I think it'll be helpful. So it was bubble bath. Okay, so it could have been a lot worse. I also almost, it was on a package of envelopes. You know, like it had leaked all over stuff. It was right in the middle. and it was on a package of envelopes, like, solid all over it, and I picked up that package of envelopes, and I was getting ready to, like, put it against me to grab some other things, and I stopped. Would have ruined this beautiful shirt I have on. I mean, I like the shirt. So anyway, the only thing it ruined the insert for a stamp set. I didn't ruin the stamp set. It was a photopolymer set. So I wrote to our friends and took a picture at the company, and I'm sure they'll be sending me a replacement. But in all these years, I mean, as far as I can remember, in all these years, all those thousands of orders I've placed, I've never had a reinker open. But I've always thought about it, right? Don't you always think about, oh, this reinker's just like in there? So when I do my in color club, I package them in plastic in a piece of like an envelope and seal it because I'm always thinking like, oh my gosh, this one reinker can ruin the whole box. But I got lucky. That's why I'm thinking like it's really best that I overnighted it to myself because think if it had more time. If it had more time, more things would have been uh, horribly disfigured. Okay, now what I have here is pretty in itself. Look at this. This thing's cool. All right, so we might be using all sorts of things, but I just kind of took that piece apart, literally took it apart, and then I think what I'm going to do is make it so that all of this will be gathered and put back behind our little label. Okay, and I'm going to gather it with the linen thread so it can just be like loose ends and all this and that. And I might want this a little shorter. I got to make sure it'll go over here though. Yeah, okay, that looks good. And then this guy, I want that in there. A little sparkle, but not a ton. Yeah, so the funny part, getting back to the real red, you know me. I hate to make a story longer than it needs to be, but um, I told Anne Marie that had happened to me, and she said, "Well, at least it wasn't real red." My gosh, can you imagine? It would have looked like a murder. There's been a murder in the Stampin' Up! Box. Okay, I need my third hand. Sorry, if I send you that card, just know. Oh, and then look at this neat thing we made. This like little, just whatever, and it looks really odd. But then, aha! Once you put it back here, it suddenly looks pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. So that's where we're headed with all that business. And we will hold this for something else. Looks like a little caterpillar. Uh, Sherry, great minds. It looks like a centipede, and it really does more look like a centipede. That's right. Yes, the old ink was trying to get me, but I didn't let it get me. Oh, you know what? First things first. Third things first. I want to use this little image we were talking about. I rarely leave something just plain because why would I when we have so many beautiful things? Hello, Laura. And so I'm going to use this, and I don't want to bring a new color in. So I'm going to use crumb cake, and we're going to use this cute uh, little grouping of dots. Basically, it's like if I didn't have this little grouping of dots, I would want to splatter on this label, and I have the little dots, so I don't have to. I'm going to kind of twist it around a little bit. And of course, you're only going to see some of these because the punkies are going to be taking up a lot of space. But we're going to have a little bit of interest back behind them. Okay. And so that's why I love it when they sneak those little pieces and parts of stamps in there for us. They are so beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to take our um, little pumpkins. And remember that I used repositionable tape, not regular Scotch tape. I always feel like I should say that because you're going to think I'm magic or something. You're going to try to do it. And then your little pumpkins are going to be ruined. But this looks like Scotch tape, and I think it's made by Scotch, whatever, Scotch company. So um, just get it. It's good for you. You could also use masking paper, but I just like this better. It's you can see through it and stuff. Every once in a while, you know me, I use a little contraband, and this is the contraband. So I can see exactly where I'm going to place it. I want a little bit of the label showing down here, up above, and then let's make sure that I get that little stem on there. And then I always pull it off at a slight angle, just because most of those things aren't glued down yet. And there we go. Now we're all set to kind of like assemble all these pieces that I have together here. First of all, I mean, before I put that down though, I need to decide what I'm going to do with this. I don't like it that because there's too many, it's fighting with the other strips, right? Thank you for sharing, Laura. Oh, look how I smile. It makes me smile. I love it when you guys just jump on, right? I love all of it. Ooh, Mara says they do rhubarb. Yum. Okay, not strawberry rhubarb, plain rhubarb. I think I would like that. I used to go out when I was little, before I went to school. And at my grandparents' house, I would go and eat plain rhubarb. And I would also eat plain gooseberries, kind of a little nut. And I still love really sour things. So, okay, this stem was trying to go walkabout on me there. Either I didn't get the glue on right or I moved it. But that's okay because I have my take your pick tool. Oops, that's not going to work. I need to slide this underneath. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and decide how best we can kind of show off all these little fringes, right? Ooh, they're so fun. I like them coming out this way. I mean, I like this. This is like the one that doesn't have any direction. And I like that kind of like coming out on the end. I'm in love with this little thing we made. Oh, yum, Corinne. Your mom makes rhubarb pie and she grows it. Nice. Rhubarb on a graham cracker crust. Interesting. Ooh, rhubarb cheesecake. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. Can you imagine why? Oh my gosh. Okay. Now for this, I am going to take, what am I going to attach this with? I want to attach this with real tape. Um, oh, I can use tear and tape. That's a good idea. I don't. Where is it? Where are you now? Okay, a little tear and tape, but I'm not going to pull the backing off. Okay, I know, Darcy, right? Well, thanks, Alicia. Yeah, okay, so now I'm just going to use this as one-sided tape. Okay, it's strong enough to really hold all those different fibers, and it's nice and thin, right? And then I'm going to bring in, of course, dimensionals. Oh my gosh, one thing that was in the box with the re-inker, which I had 11 re-inkers in there. So again, just it all worked out pretty good considering. So I'm going to put these dimensionals in there. I don't know. Are they going to be tall enough? Let's check it out. Nope. So we need 2 dimensionals, or if you have the adhesive strips, those will be tall enough as well. This is going to be quite the card. I love starting off our pick of the patch with this because it's quite fun. Okay, and I have that linen thread in there of all these like loose, crazy pieces, just ready to fly around. Isn't this cute? It almost looks like corn silk. Hey, keep that in mind. Remember all that corn that I die cut last week? We could make corn silk. Oh my gosh. I see a lot of stamping in my future weekend. Mhm. It's going to happen. I don't know what to do with this. Should I put it in the inside or the outside? You guys decide. I'm going to look at um, the embellishments, of course. I mean, don't be silly. Okay, we could use those, the speckled gems. We could also use, I did use a touch of gold in there, but I don't want to overdo it on the gold. Okay, who's running this show? You guys need to tell me whether you want the sentiment on the inside or the outside. That's your job. It's your job tonight. Okay, let's see here. I know we don't have any pumpkin pie sequins, but I do have some white sequins that we can dress up, right? I think we should. Okay, let me grab those. Sequins trio, okay. They are pretty peacock, berry burst, and white. But the white, we can totally transform. And I'm just thinking it sounds good. Let's see how it works with, we don't have a dark, well, we don't have crushed curry blends. So let's see how it works with dark daffodil delight. Because dark daffodil delight is kind of a ringer, a dead ringer for crushed curry. And I found that when I was coloring on these, you can't scribble on them. You have to just kind of pounce the marker on there and see how that works. I shouldn't color all these before I decide if that's what we like. Oh, I think that's what we like. What do you think? You guys can't really see it. There. I think we like this. I don't know. Now I'm like, do I? Yeah, let me get a few more on there. Okay. Outside, what about green ones? Oh, yeah, we could do green ones too. Um, Let me try this in green. I bet we have a garden green marker, don't we? If we do, I probably never use it. So there you go. We might not, you guys. What is this? Oh, that's granny apple. Okay. I don't want to get caught up in that. You know what? I think it needs more presence. That's what I'm thinking. The yellow's too soft. The pumpkin, making it pumpkin pie might work, but I think what we need is a metallic. Now that I'm kind of thinking about it, or these in crumb cake. I think that might be a good middle of the road compromise. Roz says, it looks fine. Leave it alone. I know. This is the torture I go through on a daily basis, and I wouldn't have it any other way because it just means we have lots of good choices. Okay, so let's bring in some of that crumb cake. These are the speckled dots. I'm sorry. And they are in the All About Autumn suite, which I am doing a class that is a product. It's a product share slash class. You will be able to make 2 of 4 different designs of cards, and you will also get half of the consumables in this package. So we will talk about that more in just a minute. Let's see. These story embellishments. I know, aren't they great? These are Avery passport envelopes, probably, or passport something. Just look for Avery passport, and these will come up. Okay. And they're great. And I learned that from Patty Bennett a couple of years ago. You know, the great Patty Bennett. And I thought, if it's good enough for Patty, it's good enough for me. You're the pick of the patch. Somebody, wait, you guys are not very decisive tonight. Alicia told me on the outside, that's it. That's all I see. No one else cares. All right, I'm going to do the hard work. We could just put it right there. I actually, now that I set it there that way, I like it. And that is where it's going to go. And I am going to put it up on dimensionals though, because it has to stand up to this thing, which is a pretty bulky element. Oh, now Trish says, try the inside. Okay, we're going to go with what I saw here. But next time, Trish. Yes. Okay, so I'm loving this. Again, this is crushed curry and pumpkin pie. You can buy these designs in all the different colors of the papers that we have. Okay, so oh, I'm in love with it. What do we think? Does everyone like this? I think that was a great way to use the pick of the patch, right? It's so cute. So, so cute. All right, so I'm going to try this trick a lot more of just combining a bunch of elements, tying them with some twine. And again, this punch is the heartfelt, heartfelt hexagon. Hello. As you know, we got a lot of new products thrown at us all at once, right? And it's hard to remember all the names, believe it or not. But I'll get there. So yeah, one thing that was in my order was seven. I think I ordered 7 packs of dimensionals because I need them. All right, everybody, I'm going to clear the decks for a minute here. While I'm doing that, I also want to bring up a little bit of news. We need some news. And let me remove that. And so that helps. So, of course, we are here with the new catalog tonight. I think it says September to December. I think you can order into the wee days of January. But, by then, I think we're going to be so tired out. We're going to need a few days break. So, my advice is, well, always respecting your budget. If you see something in this catalog that you want, and it involves a punch, especially, do not dilly-dally. Buy it because, in case you haven't heard, punches are popular because they're fun, they're easy, and all of the above, right? So please keep that in mind. Just like with this, it's one reason why I pulled this to show you tonight is because it has a punch and it's super cute and it's pumpkins, right? So keep that in mind and just enjoy yourself. Have fun with it. Okay, all of the chopped kits for this month have been mailed out, but never fear because it's something that I'm going to do every month. It's a contest. You can read about it. Details in this video, and you can just go over to thestampingzoo.com and read all about it. It's a little contest, and anybody. It's only for U.S. Residents right now. However, anybody can vote. But in order to get the voting survey, I do need you to sign up for my email. And that's not I feel like I should say this the first few times. Everybody's going to say, oh, yeah, that's how you get us to sign up for your email. And then you torture us. No, no torture involved. But I was able to use the same platform that I use for emails without spending extra money on a new platform or extra time learning some new platform. Okay, so you're going to follow me by email, and then you can happily vote, and that is available to anybody in any country. Okay, 1 minute. Your host needs a drink. Somebody's been talking like crazy. Okay, so please know that also if you want to join Chopped, you just sign up for the subscription, and then if you sign up before the 5th of a month for your first time, you'll be included in that current month's kit and contest. And if you sign up after the 5th, you'll be in the following month's contest. Okay. And somebody wins, right? At the end, everybody votes, and then we have a winner. The winner gets to help me put together the next kit because they get to choose 2 of the cardstock colors that I use, and that will really help me form the next kit, as well as they get a reimbursement of their kit fee for that month. So, and you get crowned, right? You get crowned the chopped winner. Here's the class I was talking about. It is all about autumn, and it's on pages, and it's in the 40s. I'll show it to you when I bring my desk back. But it is a suite of products, page 42 to 44 in the catalog. It's gorgeous, and it's so gorgeous that the paper is currently unavailable until next week, hopefully. So it's really kind of imperative to me that if you like this collection, that you please order it. before anything else goes, and maybe the ribbon's on hold too. So anyway, if you've ordered this kit already, I have a few of you that have ordered already. Um, your supplies have been ordered, okay, except for your paper. So you probably will not be delayed at all. And I want you to know that this is available to anybody in the US because it does have product, all right? But you get everything you see here, and then you get all of the supplies that you need to make the 8 cards. You need the autumn leaves bundle if you are going to make the cards as I've designed them. You can use something that you already have. You can order that from yourself if you're a demonstrator. Or, of course, I'm happy to add that to your order. Okay, so just so you know, that's coming up. I also have an in person event coming up, a catalog launch with a little bit of bingo for fun. You can register now. That is open. Link is in this description, and that will be on Saturday, the 23rd, here at my house from 10 till 1. And you can also come to a kit night. The date is coming soon on that. You need to order your own kits from my website, and then you just bring them to Books on the Vine, which is an independent bookseller here in Boise. Really cute place. That's the picture here is actually it's set up for painting for they have a paint night too, but that will be where we craft. It's really fun, artsy, cute little bookshop, and you can browse books and do all that fun stuff. Okay. So I want you to please think about joining me for any or all of those events. And now I'm going to bring in, I think it's time to do a you share, I share. What do you think? Okay. Let's bring it in. Let's get this going for some prizes. Look at all that. Look at all those names. That's the dog food I use, right? They get you. They pretty soon the ads are very helpful because they're like following you around. Okay, let's spin this baby. Who is going to win tonight's stamp set year to celebrate? Oh my goodness, here it comes. It's Jan. Congratulations, Jan. Deanne is a very steady sharer, very steady viewer. And so I so appreciate that you have shared, Jeanne. I appreciate it so much that I'm going to send you this brand new stamp set, Year to Celebrate. And so I hope all of you take a look at the stamp set because it's really fun and has quite a few different images or quite a few different sentiments. So you can use it for lots of different things. So, Jeanne, you are welcome. That'll be coming out to you. I'll probably get it in the mail on Saturday. Okay. So, just want you to have a heads up of when it might be coming. So, congrats and thank you, everyone. As I said before, thank you so much for being a part of the success of my videos, my lives. We are reaching out to more and more viewers all the time, and I so appreciate it. So, yeah, okay, here's the card we made before our drawing, and now I have another idea, partially made. Okay. Oh, look, same beautiful color palette. And so we don't have to use this pumpkin, but it's so cute. Yeah, I was trying it out. I can't believe look how evenly the ink like gets applied. And then the face is just gorgeous. Okay, so I've done a little work in advance. Yes, this is a beautiful die. It is from this set. We used it once before. This is called The Merriest Trees. And take a look at it if you haven't already. Again, in the mini catalog, has so many things to decorate your tree. The stamp set's fantastic by itself, of course, but then look at all these things to decorate your trees, lots of stars, ornaments, all that. And this great sized tag. And so I grabbed this tag, I cut it out of Them Bones Halloween paper, but it has these great fall patterns on the back. We are going to glue it to a piece of Very Vanilla just for support. I want this thing, we're probably going to put it up on dimensionals, and it also is going to have some of this woven ribbon run through it. And so I want it to be firm enough to stand up to that. Okay, so And don't forget, I don't think I'm going to use it tonight, but this is the cutest crow you've ever seen in your life. Look at that. Oh my gosh. We have to stamp that before we're finished here. I think it's adorable. And then this is a reinforcement. You know, they never miss a trick. And so this is a really cool little reinforcement. I have cut this out of Cajun Craze. Now is Cajun Craze. I was stuck on that earlier, but this is actually Cajun Craze. And just sparingly use the glue because it even has perforations around it, so it matches the tag. So there's lots of places for glue to like jump out of this thing. So I'm going to put it on there, fold it over, and then move it over at the same time, hopefully, so that I line up the ribbon hole. There we go. Kind of. Yeah. Okay. Jeez. That was fighting me. Don't fight me. You will not win. Now look at it. It's already adorable. It's this beautiful little element. And then we are going to put this ribbon through it. Now this is not, it's copper clay. Okay, so it's close to all the other colors. And this is that woven ribbon. It comes in all of the this year's in colors, and I think it's beautiful. And then I'm going to bring that Baker's Essentials twine pack, and I'm going to add some vanilla twine to it because I am going to be stamping on vanilla for this one. I thought that was a good combo. And so I don't want to make a knot out of this ribbon on this card because it's pretty bulky. It would be kind of bulky. So this is another little trick that I really like that I'm sure you've done before, but it's always nice to be reminded, yes? And it's simply tying a knot around your other ribbon. And it's easy. You don't have to tie a bow or a knot. Well, I'm tying a knot from the twine, but you know, that's easy. That's just like tying your own shoestring in a knot. And everybody's done that before. It's very definitely vanilla. It's not white. And I love that they give us that option in here. Okay. Alrighty-o. Look at that. So this is forming into a nice little element already. I will trim up the ends when we're completely finished because they might run a little bit. I don't know. Now this is going to be the insert. All right. This, so if I were just to put this on here right now at this point, I would say, that's not enough for me. I need more. You know me, I need more. And so I'm going to take a piece of, this is early espresso. All right. I really want those colors to pop off of it, but I didn't want black. It was too much. Tried black. It's too much. So if you are feeling like that with your fall creations, pick up some early espresso and use that. It's probably a color that you haven't used all summer, and now it's time. Okay, I'm going to bring in this. Okay, we're going to try to see if we can create a background out of the same pattern and see how we might like that. If we don't like it, we're going to flip this paper over and we're going to do dry embossing. Yes, I agree, Corinne. Vanilla is a great color, especially for fall cards, because I don't know, it just goes with these kind of rusty orange and dark yellow and all that stuff. It goes with it, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to use this labeling and cover up tape now. So many tapes. We love our adhesives, don't we? And I love a good Stampin' Up! Adhesive. So I'm going to use my grid paper. Okay, let me correct that though. This is also from Amazon. This is one of the other things we don't have. Okay, since I am going right up on the edge, or I kind of want to go up on the edge, I'm going to put my tape as close to the edge of the cardstock as I can. And now I'm going to come over the top of that with this. And first of all, I want to kind of see, I want to try and make my front, see how these are kind of, I have these going at the diagonal. I want to make these go on the diagonal too. Oh, then when you see the paper, people will be like, you are so smart. How? I mean, how? Okay, so all I'm going to do is this is going to be at an angle. So I have to decide. Is that right? I think it is. I think it's close enough. We'll match the tag up when we're done. Okay, so for that, I am going to, it's centered right now, but do I want, let's see, can I get it so that there's just one? There we go, kind of. What I'm looking at is that I don't have a piece and a piece here. I'm going to fade off as we go to the outside anyway. But then again, using my grid paper, okay, keep things straight, and you can have more of your tape on your mask. And again, well, no, not again. I haven't mentioned this, but this is a part of the Abundant Beauty Designer decorative masks. Sorry. You get these 3 masks plus the layering masks to make the sunflower. And like I used it a couple weeks ago. I'm sure that you guys probably put that at the top of your list because that is a killer decorative layering mask. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I can get on down here into my blending brushes. Right, there we go. Ooh, yeah, that looks like it just has brown all over it. Okay, let's take some of this curly espresso. I want to move a few things. I don't want to get this all over stuff. And oh, look, it's even labeled espresso. And I'm just going to come in here. And I don't know how vibrant, I don't want it to be really vibrant, right? Or I would have used like a piece of vanilla. And it's already pretty dark. So I feel like I need to work on this for a few go arounds so that I can really get that pattern to come out. But like I said, we might not like it, but if we don't, no biggie, because we'll just do some sort of dry embossed background, and that would be like an alternate idea for you. Yes? Yes. We like that. While I'm ink blending, I will mention again, if you've not already shared, would you please do that? I love it so much. And I'm also so happy when I see all those shares because then I'm able to put your name in the drawing for next week. So I appreciate it. It really helps me get get the Stampin' Zoo name and videos out and about. Let's take a look at this and see what we got. Okay, let's. I'm not going to take it all up. I'm just going to take one side of it up and let's see. Oh, I love it already. It's very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. And you will, I'm going to put this right here so I don't get everything else dirty. You will see also on this paper, Them Bones paper, I will show you periodically here, or no, I'll show you momentarily. But they have taken this kind of a shape and they have made it into bats. So clever. Hello, Jean, and welcome, Jean Carlson. And hello. I need to do one thing though. I need to go around the edges. I feel like it's going to stand out from the base even more. So I was hurrying. Okay, I'm going to take, this is going to go inside, right? I'm going to take that and I am going to rest my hands on it because there's a lot of ink on here and it might still be wet. And I'd rather not be colored um, espresso while I'm trying to work on vanilla cardstock. In a minute, that's going to be an issue. Oh, yes. This was a good call. You guys, I love it when a plan works out. So we're just going to have it kind of bordered by its own dark color. And again, this is espresso on espresso, but it still shows up. And I think that's one of the most brilliant things that Stampin' Up! Ever did with its color system is that you can stamp on the color of cardstock and it still looks really beautiful, but it's definitely coordinates. Okay, look at this. Almost looks kind of spooky. It's a good thing we're making a pumpkin. Okay. Now, let me give that just a minute, just like sit there and settle, right? You just settle down. Oh, that's a horrible thing to say to somebody, especially if the somebody's me. Yeah. There's a Taylor Swift song, "You Better Calm Down," and every time I think of that song, I go, "That is not something you wanna say to me." Uh-uh. Okay, let's look. Let's see, what are we gonna do? I think we better just do Happy Halloween. I mean, it's shaping up. Okay, let's grab that, and, um, maybe we can work that bird into the inside. It's so adorable. So if you're like me and you love the A blocks, you're gonna love this stamp set because there's so many little opportunities to use the A blocks. It's so fun. All right, here. I think, oh, maybe not. Will it fit? No, it will not fit. Well, I don't want to use something huge. Let me take pick of the patch off. And we'll just use that one for the sentiment too. Okay, but I have to do the sentiment first. It's getting really complicated. Okay, we are using pumpkin pie. And so this has lots of, okay, this has lots of different colors. Okay, they're going very similarly. Look at this, you guys. This is how the card's gonna look. I'm in love with it. I want these kind of a little more slanted. So, but I think that's really cool. It's more, it's very subtle on the camera, right? It's a little more pronounced, but it's definitely the background I was looking for. So very happy with that. And let's see, where did my pumpkin pie run off to? Oh, here we go. Let's see. It's in the Brights family now, and that kind of messes me up sometimes. Okay, I haven't stamped it yet. I primed it. You know, I kind of cleaned it, smushed it off on my Stampin' Scrub. Oh, that's really pretty. Look how the Y of happy comes down into the E. Can you see that? Yeah. Isn't that neat? How do they do this stuff? I don't know. I'm just here to use it and love it and wonder about it. Okay, let's see what this bird looks like. But I know it's a crow, but I want to go ahead and stamp it in early espresso. So let's just do that in grid paper and see what we got. See what it ends up looking like. 8:17. I am rocking and rolling tonight. Feeling good. Feeling happy. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, this is not the right size block for me to be doing this. So, oh, yes, I love it. Okay, let's bring this in. I think I've got it. Yeah, look how I slapped this thing on here. Not recommended. Okay, don't be like me. Oh, so scary. I love it. Okay. I have one Halloween card made now. Oh, Jean, I'm in love with this color combo. You know what? I'm loving the early espresso. It really is playing off as black, but not harsh. So I like it with the vanilla, or no, yeah, I like it with the vanilla cardstock a lot more than black with the vanilla cardstock. I think that's what it is. Okay, and put that in there real quick. Okay, let's bring our pieces of cards. And I do think we are going to go ahead and use that pumpkin that I stamped wherever it ended up, because then I'll have time to show you this new kit that's an online exclusive as well as lots of other things. Okay, now I used a 2-inch circle punch. Um, I don't think it's current, but it's okay. You can use any sort of stylish shaped circles, your own retired punch. You can use any of the other punches that we have. Don't let that hold you up. Okay, let's put dimensionals on this. And then we'll see how we like it. So yes, I feel so rich when I have dimensional. You know why? Because when was it? Yesterday? No, it was Monday when I was crafting with you. I was scrambling. I was scrounging around for any like little ends. Thank you, Jean. Glad you think that's neat. It is a neat little technique. Please don't forget to add those blending brushes to your kit or to your shopping carts because you need them. You need them, and it's also nice to add an extra pack every once in a while because sometimes they just get too grody, and then you have to get new ones. And also, what I find anyway is sometimes like when I'm using early espresso, I'm not going to like transfer over and use crumb cake, right? So I need extra ones, even though I'm in the same color family technically. And so they kind of just get branded with a color. Oh, this is sweet. I knew I was going to love that bird. I was like, I must use it somewhere. And of course, I think you can cut it out too. It even like, these lines in this stamp set are not that difficult. So if we were going to match up the pattern exactly, it should be going that way. I think I should because then it looks way clever. Yeah. So we'll just end up doing that. And it's not too bad, but I am going to put it on dimensionals because this woven ribbon is it needs to be up on dimensionals or else it's going to be a speed bump on my card. So let's do that. Okay. So you guys, I know I complained a bit about last weekend. Actually, there were lots of wonderful things about last weekend. But one thing that wasn't wonderful was that I had like a migraine for 2.5 days and my joints were trying to turn me into the Tin Man. And then I just had intestinal distress, Crohn's stuff. And so I was like, I need a do-over. And then it's Friday already. My gosh, I'm about to get my do-over, right? Now it's not a 4-day weekend, but that's okay. So yes, I am planning on doing lots of fun things for stamping classes in Color Club. My last in Color Club is this month. Uh-oh, there we go. I can't believe we've had 5 months of In Color Club already, but it is here, and so I'm preparing for that. So if you are in my In Color Club, Jean, you know what the color is going to be. Where's my Take Your Pick tool? While I'm looking for that, I will tell you. It's a Moody Mauve. I'm ruining the surprise, everyone. It had to be. So I'm looking forward to that and just putting together fun stuff. And I don't know what else I'll do. Maybe I'll meet a friend for coffee or something. Now I also have a little brown stem here. And I think that's gonna look good on this card. So we're gonna use that. But also I want, you know me, I want to do something to this circle. I can't just have it there. I almost want to put it off like that. Would that drive you guys crazy if I put it off centered like that? Or no, should I not do that? Because I kind of like it. I'm like going against the rules. I like did this with all this business. And now I'm just throwing it all caution to the wind. But I need to do something to that circle. And I'm probably going to pull in the old splatter trick. Yeah, Jean says early espresso over black. Okay. So it's a lot of work for a little 2-inch circle, but you know what? You're worth it. Gosh darn it. And so am I. Okay. Thank you, Laura Johnson. I'm glad you like this. It's so cute. Here's my pick of the patch from earlier tonight in case you were watching something to do with your embroidery, your cross stitch. Sorry. That's my aunt, everyone. And so she does a lot of cross stitch. And I'm always marveling at it because, my gosh, first of all, the amount of time it takes to make one little project. I cross stitched in my 20s and had a lot of fun with it, but I need faster gratification. You know, I only got so many years left. So anyway, I leave the cross stitching to her now, and that's fabulous. She does a good job. Okay, I just splattered on pumpkin pie, and now I want to splatter on, of course. Do we have espresso? Do we just not have the colors I'm looking for tonight? Weird. Okay, I'm gonna need bronze. That's fine. Bronze is nice, and it's probably we probably have it. I just am not seeing it. So get your little splatter going there. Oh, bronze is being sassy. Big splatters. And now let's take a look at this and see what we think. You sassy girl. Okay. And this, yeah, there we go. With this, sometimes you just need a little splatter. And so I used the paintbrush end or the broad end of the Stampin' Write markers. Okay, you can do it with or no, sorry, with the Stampin' Blends. You can do it with Stampin' Write markers too, but I I don't know. I prefer the blends. I'm gonna put this on a glue dot. It's just so small. I don't want a bunch of liquid glue gushing around. And let's see. Oh, he's so cute. He, she, whatever. This one is a what I want to say. It's whatever pumpkin you want it to be. Okay, now look at this. So simple and just like a little bit of fun added to the back. I'm going to end up putting glue on this bigger part. We're not going to pop this up on a dimensional. Can you believe it? I thought I'd leave it alone. And put this guy on there, and then I'm going to off center him. Don't hate me. Outline the circle in espresso. That would be a good idea. You mean with the blending brush, Corinne? I thought of that. I thought of that. Okay, then I am just going to put glue on part of this because I'm going to have it hanging off of the tag a little bit. But I have to have it more than a little bit or it's going to look wrong, right? It's going to look like I just glued it down wrong. And then finally, again, let's grab some really cool somethings. Aha. Let me look. Oh, my pretties. Let me look here and see what we've got. Now I'm kind of leaning towards metallics again. Oh, you know what? We have the perfect sequin. Oh, yes. Neutrals, sequins. And we have these, I don't know what metal they're supposed to be, but they're perfect. Hello. Gorgeous. Okay. So we definitely want one of these sequins here. And maybe we'll put a few down here. These sequins come in 2 different sizes, 4 different colors. Okay, just want you to know that. Did you know that you can purchase all of these products from me? I'm laughing because, of course, I've said that. But I just want you to keep that in mind. If you'd like to do a little shopping, guess what? My online store is open 24/7, unless it's down for maintenance, which is hardly ever. So please help yourself. The selection is fantastic for all of your fall creating, your holidays coming up. Don't forget, you still have, birthdays. Unfortunately, you're still going to need sympathy cards. You're still going to need thank you cards. You're still going to need, like, hey, how are you doing cards. So don't just try and think out of the box when you're making your choices, kind of like when we looked at the hexagon card or the hexagon bundle from earlier. It's good for all occasions. Okay, look at these cards. I'm really happy with how these turned out. These are definitely screaming fall to me. So here's our little punky. And of course, if you don't want a jack-o'-lantern, you just leave the face off, right? If you don't want happy Halloween, you just use you're the pick of the patch or one of the other sentiments. Let's see. Oh, thanks so much. I would love this as a thanks so much card, right? So again, here are the stamps. this kooky gourd. We didn't use that one yet, but I will. Leaves. Look at the tree. So many that we didn't even get to use tonight. So, oh, Sherry, she has several sympathy cards to get out. So see, and then here we go with just a little mix of all these textural pieces, right? They came through really good. Oh my gosh, now I'm gonna start playing with this. I want to pull this one through a little bit. Should I? Yes, I'm going to. Okay, there. Pick of the patch, and it will have an insert before I send it out. And then this guy, which I'm kind of in love with. So I hope you guys have enjoyed those cards. It's been super fun creating them with you. One last online exclusive share I will show you. It's a new kit. Yes, it is. Look at that. It's a new Christmas kit. It is called Christmas Everywhere Kit. It has all these, and again, you could use these for anything. Of course, it is for Christmas, right? But they haven't forgotten to have things like warm wishes, and there's a little stamp set. Okay, here, let's see. There's a little stamp set here. And so there's your images, but there's lots of die cut pieces that are in this kit as well. And it's not just pine trees, it's cactus, cacti. So I like that it's a cool combination. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you like these the cards. I like how they turned out. I didn't have any of them made beforehand, but I had the ideas. Sometimes all you need is the idea. And sometimes, at least for me, sometimes I can work my heart out and then it just doesn't come together. But anyway, it did tonight. So here's the cool envelopes for these cards. This kit makes looks like 9 cards, 3 different designs. Kits are very good to have around for a number of reasons during the holidays. One thing, you might be just short a few cards, and this is a really quick way to make 9 cards. It's also a really fun way to sit around the table with your friends during the holidays and just do a little crafting. Look, the instructions are so easy, they don't even have words. They just point to where you need to put the adhesives and do a little stamping. This stamp set is all inclusive, so it comes with a block and a Lost Lagoon stamping spot. Okay, and then it comes with all these pieces and parts. Look at those dimensionals, a huge sheet of dimensionals. And then here's the fun card bases. So we have 3, and then they've put in some of the die cuts or whatever. Oh, this is something we're going to stamp on. So you're going to add things to that. And then we have 3 of these. Beautiful. That looks like pretty peacock. Oh, look at these. These have glitter on them. Let me see if I can. I think you can see that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so these all have little glitter on them. That's very fun. And then these looks like Granny Apple Green. Okay. And then, oh my gosh, look how fun. So for all you Las Vegas Australians could use it. Any of you who say you don't like the snow and don't like talking about the snow, well, I have a Christmas card for you that doesn't have snow. And then all of these pieces, you just very easily stamp your images on. So that kit, I believe, is only like $21. If you figure that out, not very expensive for handmade cards with beautiful custom envelopes. And again, it's called Christmas. It's called Christmas Everywhere. Okay. You will not find it in the catalog because none of the kits are in the catalog. They are all online. That is so the company can bring us more in a more like it's faster than just giving us some in an annual catalog. And then they add them throughout the year. They sometimes they sell out. So sometimes they come back and sometimes they don't come back. So it's kind of like with all the rest of the online exclusives. I have a dimensional on me. No, I have a sequin. Sorry. So if you really are wanting something and you see it and it's available, then of course, that's my advice. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. What a nice night I've had with you, talking about all the new fun things. I've loved chatting with you, and I'm going to go back through your comments now and answer any questions you might have or just finish chatting with you, right? And of course, if you are just coming in late or on replay, hello, replay. And I thank you so much for sharing this video. And then, if you will be so kind to share to your social media sites, and don't forget to come back to the comments and post shared. That is how I know to include you in next week's drawing for a prize. And so, again, tonight we gave away, where is it? We gave it away so fast it's gone. We gave away Year to Celebrate. Who won this? Jan won this, right? Okay, and if you would like to purchase this stamp set, it is in the new mini catalog. Jan, I have your address. I'm pretty sure I do. You can always send it to me though. Okay, everyone. Have a great night. I'll see you next week.